Imagine standing in a courtroom, facing a man with a scarred, disfigured face covered in tattoos from head to toe. His eyes don't look like human eyes. He's not talking about a crime he committed. He's talking about a God who ordered him to do everything. This isn't a movie. This isn't fiction. This actually happened inside an American courtroom in the 21st century. My name is Nathan, and I'm here to tell you real stories that challenge everything you think you know about the human mind. The story we're telling today isn't just about a criminal. It's about a question humanity has been asking for thousands of years. Can an external force truly control a human being? Before we get into the main story, we need to understand an idea as old as humanity itself. From the moment humans opened their eyes to this world, there were things they couldn't understand. Thunder, lightning, floods, disease, and instead of searching for an explanation, they said, "There's a greater power behind this." The Greeks invented 180 gods, a god of lightning, a god of the sea, a god of love. Hindus have millions of deities. The ancient Egyptians used to throw young women into the Nile so it would be pleased and return to its natural course. The dangerous idea isn't the existence of these gods. The dangerous idea is when a person becomes convinced that they're committing crimes on divine orders. The Crusades launched under a Latin motto meaning God wills it. Thousands of deaths, and the killers were convinced they were carrying out heaven's will. Entire civilizations sacrificed their own children and felt no guilt. Why? Because when a person is convinced that a higher voice is commanding them, the conscience disappears completely. This is exactly what happened with Niko Jankiewicz. In 1986, in the city of Omaha, Nebraska, a child named Niko Jankiewicz was born. If I just told you about the family, you'd already understand a lot. The father, a long criminal record. The mother, psychologically unstable, far from normal. The relatives, most of them in and out of prison. This isn't a family, it's an environment that manufactures crime. In forensic psychology, there's a concept called social learning. A child doesn't learn about the law from books, they learn it from the people around them. When the people around you break the law every single day, your brain registers that as normal behavior. Jankiewicz never had a chance from the beginning. At 8 years old, he entered a juvenile detention center for the first time. After that, he kept going in and out like he was visiting friends. Theft, assault, vandalism, spraying acid on his school, all of this before he turned 18. When he turned 18 years and 2 months old, he participated in an armed bank robbery. The operation failed. During the confrontation, he fired at a police officer. The officer died. The sentence, life in prison. Jankiewicz thought he was still under 18. He was wrong by 2 months. The first 3 years in prison, Jankiewicz was relatively normal, aggressive, troublesome, but like many inmates. He had only 2 tattoos, one on his chest and one on his forearm. In the 3rd year, he started to change. He isolated himself. He became more aggressive. And then a person named Apophis, Ay Bib, appeared. This person was strikingly unusual. He didn't discuss, he commanded, and he demanded things no normal person would ask for. He asked him to tattoo specific drawings in specific places. Jankiewicz agreed. He asked him to make scars on his body. Jankiewicz agreed. Between 2004 and 2012, Jankiewicz accumulated 71 disciplinary violations, assaults, vandalism, possession of prohibited items, even crafting a blade from a toothbrush. But the strangest moment came in 2009. He was let out of prison on leave to attend his grandmother's funeral. The second the guard removed his handcuffs, he and his sister attacked the guard simultaneously, and it was their first meeting. Then came a moment that changed everyone's understanding of this man. Ay Bib asked him to cut out his own tongue so he would never speak to anyone again. Jankiewicz did it. The medical team intervened and reattached the tongue through multiple surgeries. In 2013, after 10 years, Jankiewicz applied for parole. In the interview, he openly stated, "I'm a criminal. I'm not remorseful. My whole family are criminals." And yet, they approved his release. Ay Bib had told him, "Do this and you'll get out." And he got out. From that day on, Jankiewicz became fully convinced that Ay Bib never lies. Within 10 days of his release, he killed 4 people. The first crime, he approached a car carrying 2 men he didn't know and who didn't know him and opened fire. They died instantly. The second crime, he killed a man named Curtis Bradford the same way, with no reason whatsoever. The third crime, he attempted to steal a woman's car. Her name was Andrea Kruger. She resisted. He killed her. When asked in interrogation about his motive, he said calmly, "It wasn't me who killed them. I was just following orders."
This is where the real battle took place. Not between the prosecutor and the defense, but between science and the unknown. In the courtroom, Jankiewicz laughed, talked to himself, and stared into cameras with a gaze that froze the blood. Doctors were divided. One camp said he was acting, another said he was genuinely deeply disturbed. He introduced investigators to Ay Bib and explained that he was Apophis, the ancient Egyptian god of darkness, the symbol of absolute chaos and destruction, the only deity in Egyptian mythology with absolutely no positive aspect. He said Apophis appeared to him, chose him as a messenger, and that every crime he committed was the god possessing his body and carrying it out. When the victims' families demanded an apology, he laughed and said, "Come back in a few years. I'll be back and do the same thing again." The truly striking detail, the lie detector confirmed he was telling the truth about everything he said regarding Apophis. The court ruled sane, acting, the sentence, death, never carried out to this day.
Jankiewicz's story is not just the story of a criminal. It's a mirror reflecting a question that humanity has wrestled with for thousands of years. Can a person truly be controlled by an external force, or does does a person construct a belief system to justify their worst actions? The gap between the two is terrifying, because in either case, the result is the same: innocent victims. Jankiewicz is not the first and will not be the last. Throughout history, thousands of people have committed unspeakable crimes, fully convinced they were following orders from a higher being. The difference today? Back then, it was armies and civilizations. Today, it's individuals, but the idea is the same. Your opinion, share it with me in the comments. Is Jankiewicz genuinely insane? Is what he experienced real? Or did he use an ancient idea in a modern way to escape accountability? The case remains unresolved to this day, and that alone is enough to keep you thinking. See you in the next video.